Well, what do we have here, my friends? They were saying, it can't go on like this, can it? Maybe it can. They were saying lightning doesn't strike twice. Well, listen, maybe it does. You just gotta wait till night time, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the 5:45 games, I may have had a couple howlers, but let's start. I guess as always, if you're new here, of course, please, you know the vibes. Hit a little subscribe button. We are on the road to 100k. We're on the road to 50k, I guess, first of all, and then to 100k. But if you want to watch alongs, 50k, of course, the big game, the one that everyone's been waiting for not even just this season, last season. We all wanted to watch Barca against PSG. Well, we got it, and it was essentially, I'm not gonna gas myself too much, but kind of what I said. Now, I of course went with a draw, and I told you guys that yes, it may be a draw, but don't be surprised if the team that stuns us is PSG. I knew what was going to happen. All the Barca fans will shout at me, oh, you don't understand. We were going to smash them last year. We're going to smash them this year. And I can see it now already in the comments. Oh, but we had the injuries. I don't want to hear none of that, because let's be fair. PSG's injuries were far more substantial than the Barca. Look at that front line, bro. What on earth is that? Mbaye, Mayulu, and Barcola. Like, let's be respectful again. Big up their thing. Obviously, we saw Mayulu score, but in general, let's already remove the injuries excuse. Let's talk about what happened in the game, because it started out with Yamal on fire, right? He was doing the roulettes and the pirouettes and the incredible travellas that we know he's so accustomed to doing now. Ferran tried to run he did run the keeper, to be fair, short, but Zabani, who was a warrior at times, by the way, making them last minute blocks, he clears it, but nothing he could do about the second one with Rashford. Whew. Sweet pass he plays. Ferran this time finishes at minute 19, and hey, guess what I had thinking? Ruben Amorim told us that the goalkeeper coach is better than Rashford. So I repeat again, I want to see the goalkeeper coach play that assist that Rashford gave to Ferran Torres. He obviously loves playing against PSG, but guys, that's where it ended. That is where it ended. It was all PSG. And again, look at the team. Obviously, look, I'm someone that rates Zaire Emery very highly, right? But he has barely been getting minutes because of last season. They had obviously Vitinha. Jean Neves, you could argue, was their most important midfielder. I certainly would, despite Vitinha's third Ballon d'Or, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Now, the great battle was Yamal versus Nuno Mendes. Yamal got the better of him at times, but also Nuno Mendes showed why he is the best left back in the world. By a landslide, by the way. He's going to be in crazy convos very soon. He gets the assist for Mayulu's goal. Again, most of you, myself included, would have seen him for the first time in that incredible 5-0 v Internazionale in the Champions League final. But like I said, I think Hansi Flick in this particular game completely got schooled by Luis Enrique, and it shows once again PSG are the best team in the world, the best team in Europe, whatever you want to call it. They are better than Barcelona. Barcelona, unfortunately, guys, a lot of you, I know you ride out for your Kubasis and whatnot. Didn't really see it today, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. And again, I'm not gonna act like this was everyone's full strength, so we'll never really know what's gonna happen. People can lie and pretend, but from what we saw, PSG were dominant. But like I keep on telling you, man, Barcola is so good at everything except finishing. And it made me think, yeah, I was thinking today while I was watching these games, could you imagine if you fuse together Dragon Ball Z fusion thing, yeah, Barcola, who's good at everything, dribbling, passing, everything except shooting, versus Marino, the opposite, who shoots like a established gunman, killer instinct, but everything else is a bit higgy haga. Whoa, you get the deadliest footballer of all time, bro. So yeah, he missed plenty more chances. And in the end, Barca's high line cost them. 90th minute. What are you doing playing high line against Ashraf Hakimi, who had all the time in the world to find Goncalo Ramos, and we saw the gunman celebration? Honestly, it's not even like it for those of us who remember. It kept on being the scenario that I told you guys back in the day about Soloff just constantly scoring the same goal over and over and over again. But here's where it's worth you subscribing. What was my prediction in that particular game? I told you that if they are to stun them, again, I didn't know who was going to be playing and subs and whatnot, they will end up having a game that will remind us of the first time they met back in 1995. What happened in that game, guys? Barca took the lead. PSG came back with a goal that looked just like Mayulu's goal. Go to YouTube and find it, because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But again, if that ain't worth you, man, subscribing, I don't know what is. So, yes, I said 2-2, but PSG could stun them. I'm going to claim that as a slight W. But again, you know me. It's more about the analysis more than the outcome, official scoreline. But if you do want perfect scorelines, no problem. I got you on that too. I told you Arsenal will rest players. And what will happen? A professional, routine 2-0 win. Psh, perfect. There you are. There you have it. Martinelli scored early on. It should have been a Gyökeres goal. He bundled through like 3-4 man as he keeps on doing the whole bulldozer thing. Hits the post. Martinelli, flies through, scores into, basically an empty net from like 1 yard out, right? Nothing like super, super crazy. But again, fair play. 1-0. Martinelli seems to be back to his, usual self, if you will. To be fair to Olympiakos fans, they were actually much louder than all the Arsenal fans in the entire stadium. They were rocking from, even like before kickoff, that's all you can hear during the game and whatnot. And they tried, bro. Gelson Martins in 2025, I said, what? What's he doing there? But he tried his best. They had a couple nice chances. David Raya had to make an incredible save, in fairness to him. So, yeah. Eventually, Olympiakos thought, you know what? Okay, let's bring on bare subs and try and do a little something here. Arsenal brought on Eze and Saka and Declan Rice and whatnot. But weirdly, the second half, Olympiakos kind of controlled it a lot more. Gabriel went off injured. There was a lot of pressure on the Arsenal backline, but eventually Saka is Saka. They actually, by the way, rotated Eze and Saka because down the Arsenal left-hand side, so Olympiakos right-hand side, they were getting at Arsenal a lot. So Arteta, mid-game said, or not even mid-game, it was towards the end, but towards the end said Eze, Saka swap, and lo and behold, Zubimendi whips it to Saka. Saka on the left this time finishes to score the goal. On the whole, it was an alright performance. Like I said, the best thing for Arsenal there is that you've got some minutes in the tank for maybe fringe players, and you've got the likes of Saka, Rice, and co. able to rest. I don't know how severe Gabriel's injury is. I haven't pre-Twitter and whatnot. Again, I know this is a late video, but I want to remind you guys, I got to make a TikTok, I got to do this, I got to do that, and I am going abroad tomorrow. So bear in mind, I'm going to be posting at random times, bro. I'm going to watch the weekend games. When the video's going to come out, I have no idea, bro. I'm going to Moldova. The internet there, it could be 5 hours to upload, so just bear with me. But anyway, let's move on to the next game, because I told you guys that Monaco Manchester City would end 2-1. And I've been done dirty by a 90th minute penalty from Eric Dyer, of all people. You can see it on the screen, but again, no prizes for guessing who scored City's 2 goals. Erling Haaland, yet again, he's just breaking record after record in Champions League, bro. And it's really good to see Erling, Kane, and Mbappe all firing at the same time. We're having like a proper, I guess, international golden boot or European golden boot race or whatever you want to call it. But the goal of the game for me, Teze. Bro, when this guy packed that in, yeah, I promise you, it punched me through the screen like that, bro. I said, what on earth is that goal? He's blasted it in. Fair play. And the celebration, by the way, I don't even play EAFC like that. But if they add that celebration to FIFA, people are going to break controllers, bro. He's just there, like, he's swimming in the screen like that, and he's doing little dances. I said, yeah, fair play, man. Listen, at 2-1, I'm there thinking, all right, you know what? Like, it's calm. Just don't score anymore, please, City, and I can have another perfect scoreline. It's like 1 a.m. It's 1:30. Allow me. Reinders hits the bar. Foden hits the bar. Everyone just missing. I do want to point out one thing, though. It's not really about the game, but Doku, TNT Sports. Remember I had a conversation like a while back with you guys. I don't like how TNT and Sky Sports and like big, broadcasting companies are going down the like Twitter route of like rage bait, Twitter banters kind of thing. Why are you posting Doku stats against winger or fullbacks over 30 and under 30? Why are you posting verts, like leave the 007 jokes and banters to like, random people, right? Like, you're meant to be the professional guys, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be doing like verts or like Isaac Hate Watch, 1 minute 20, he misses the ball. I don't like all that from Sky and TNT. But anyway, alas, like we said, very late on, Monaco get a penalty. They score 2-2. I'd like to think I can claim that as a W on my behalf, but if you want to say no, you got that wrong, that's fair. But again, analysis, spot on. Both teams to score, spot on. Were there any more talking points that I remember? Not really. I mean, yeah, high foot last minute pen, it is what it is. Let's go to Napoli Sporting, where I told you Napoli would win by 1 goal. However, what I did not foresee was that, if you guys remember at United, I'm still waiting for a miracle to come. Well, Haaland's miracle has finally arrived. His name is Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has played some insane passes to him, and it's almost like demanded him. You must score from this. You're not at United where you can just fluff your lines or whatever. Bro, even the first goal, the way he slotted it so composed here, like he didn't even look down or anything. He looked directly at the keeper, like those Ivan Toney penalties, if you remember, in the Euros, in the Premier League before he went to Saudi. Slots that one, gets a header. Luis Suarez scores a penalty. The good Suarez, by the way, I wanna clarify. And yeah, to save my win, I guess my 1 goal win right at the death. Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, huge save, bro. Minute 94. So fair play to them. I do want to say again, the Sporting goal, I said they would keep a clean sheet. I blame Spinazzola. He was playing right back in this game, obviously predominantly a left back. So maybe he thought when he tackled, he wasn't in the box, right? He thought he was like on the byline. He didn't realize where he was, bro. So allow him, allow me. They were not going to score a goal unless it was, that penalty. Let's go now to one that I really cooked, huh? Villarreal Juve. If you watch the video, who did I say will be the star performer in this game? Spoiler alert, it's the person who picked up the UEFA Man of the Match, Nicolas Pepe, and I told you it'll be a draw. Now granted, I went 1-1, both teams will score a draw. I think I'm claiming that as a huge W. I've got the Pepe, he got the assist for the first goal. Vega got the late equalizer, to be fair, to save me. Gatti bicycle kick, fair enough to him. Contessao, good running goal. Good driving goal, rather. But yeah, big ups to me for getting the draw on that one. I cannot really complain. Jonathan David, like I told you, I don't really rate him that much. He misses a sitter, basically an open goal, puts it wide. But yeah, a draw's a draw, innit? A draw's a draw. Lots of good saves from both keepers in this game. Let's go to Dortmund, where I was so close. Look at even the minutes of the goals, bro. I, of course, told you guys Dortmund will win. Both teams will score, but it will be 2-1 to Dortmund. And I was sitting there smiling, thinking, yep, they're all going to call me the genius of all geniuses. Lo and behold, minute 82. It says Guirassy goal, but don't be fooled. Someone has just smashed the ball directly at him. It's bounced off Guirassy's ankle and flown in some jammy FIFA deflection goal. 3-1. I said, yeah, right. Here we go. And then Brandt gets 191st minute to make it 4. Albeit, I can't lie, great finish, and he deserved it because there was a chance 10 minutes beforehand where he's done a lovely little turn and banged it, but the keeper saved it. So in the end, 4-1. Again, I think I can claim 2-1 as a W, right? Both teams to score and Dortmund win, as far as I'm concerned. That is fantastic. Big up Chukwuemeka's goal as well. Kind of right at the keeper, but again, a good goal. And Adeyemi, I told you, will be the star for this game. He gets the assist for the opener, and he was class throughout, so fair play. How many games we got left? 3? Okay. Guys, you know me. I am a man of honor. I'm a man of honesty. This is where I start getting things wrong. The final couple games, right? I told you guys Leverkusen were going to win 1-0 clean sheet. I just did not respect any Dutch teams. It was looking good, right? They gave me my goal. I was happy. Obviously, Perisic scored very early on. I was fuming. I thought, uh-oh, we're cooked already here. But luckily, disallowed offside. Leverkusen go 1-up. This Poku guy, by the way, Ghanaian. He says Dutch, actually, but he's probably Ghanaian. And I can't lie. He's probably Ghanaian. Looking cold. I can't lie. Did really, really well. They took the lead. But then PSV, as soon as they went 1-0 down, they were like, okay, do you know what? Yeah, let's start playing now. And then they get their goal. Saibari equalizes. I could have got my 1-goal win. Grimaldo, so close. In the 92nd minute, there was a little 1-2 he played. He should have scored. Keeper saves it, plus deflections and whatnot. So in the end, 1-1. Apologies, my hands are in the air. Some people will hide from these things, but I'll be honest if I get something wrong. Especially because the 5 o'clock games, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking very good. I told you guys, Union Saint-Galois, Newcastle would be a draw. Now, in my defense, there's not much defending this. I will apologize. Newcastle fans, you got me. The stats, which, you know, I'm not an Excel spreadsheet guy. The stats were relatively even. Unya Sangawaloa had a lot of shots, honestly. They could have had a few goals, but a lot of them were, to be fair, long-range pop shots, so I'll let them off. They could have had a couple. Obviously, Voltamada, his goal was like bouncing, deflected in off like Tonali's volley, hit him and bounced in. So again, you could argue a bit fortunate there. A couple Gordon penalties, again, you could argue a little bit fortunate when... No, Alanga's one actually deserved penalty. Alanga was really good in this game. Second one, Voltamada's dragged my man into his hand to handball it. And then, oh, Harvey Barnes. Minute 80, seals the route. My bad. Bad day at the office when it comes to the 545s, because who on earth invited Qarabag to the 6-point club, bro? Look at the table, yeah? What are they doing up there, bro? In 6th place. What are they doing? They beat Copenhagen 2-0. You know what? I'm going to blame Faisal for this one, man. The way he was gassing up Copenhagen in SDS, I thought, yeah, do you know what? Faisal's from Denmark, kinda. He knows something that we don't. He don't know, bro. He don't know. Put it in the bag and stick to your Real Madrid, bro. I can't have the Copenhagen thing. It's not. But where even are they? They're chilling here on 1 point, bro. 28th. Disgrace. So, yeah. This is top 8 as it stands. Starting to look basically like the teams that we expect to be there, except Qarabag, like a polar bear in Texas. But alas, there we are. We got a lot of things right again, a couple wrong. As always, we're not going to get everything right. I don't encourage you guys to put loads of money because, again, you know, I don't want to be responsible if now you're homeless and you're saying, yo, remember me? I'm the guy that you made broke because I put money on your account. Don't do any of that, please, yeah? But alas, like I said, thank you guys so much for the support. We are getting there to 50k. I am going to be away for 4 days. I'm going to try and record stuff whilst I'm out there. But again, bear with me. The time of uploads might be crazy. So all I ask for you guys, spam the comments, spam the likes so that they still can spread out. I'm not going to have like my professional mic and lights or whatever. I'm going to just bake off with my phone like that and just like yapping away. So if you guys are cool with that, cool, fantastic. Let me know what was your goal of the day. I'm going to go with the Teze one personally, but I can see the overhead kick and whatnot. So, you know, by all means, GG's. Barca fans, no excuses. Just say, you know what? My bad, fair play, okay? Have a great week. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow if my internet even exists out in Moldova. We'll see how it goes in a bit. Bosh.